Hello. I'm getting some stuff ready. Hi, how are you doing? Since you guys are the first people on here, if you didn't see my Instagram post, I'm gonna be trying like a makeup look today, and I don't know which one to choose. So let me see. Okay. Oh, thank you. I just straightened it and it was so tiring. Okay, so I have 3 ideas of makeup I want to try. So this is the first one. Kind of like an alien looking thing. This is the next one. I don't know like if I should do something like Halloween-like or actually decent. And then this is the third one. So help me decide which one I should do. 1, why isn't it? 2 or 3. This one? That seems easy enough. Let me get some more of my makeup out. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started on that. I don't have any foundation or anything, but we'll just try the eye look, I guess. Maybe I should try to do my whole face. Why not? Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me get more makeup. Okay. Alright, I'm using an e.l.f. BB cream in the color Fair just to do like what I would do for concealer. Just because I ran out of concealer and haven't bought any more. This lighting is weird. I'm not used to doing it in this lighting. How are you all doing? How's your quarantine going? This is my 3rd live now, so is there anyone who has been on the other 2? Or is this your first live with me? Your first one, second one. Okay, yeah, I remember you. Well, welcome. I'll try to make this entertaining. On the last one, I had a couple of stories to tell. This one, I don't know. I had a weird. Have you guys been having weird dreams? I heard a lot of people have been having like really vivid dreams. And last night I had a really crazy one. So I watched the movie Bad Batch right before bed. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And if you don't know what that movie is, it's on Netflix actually. But it's kind of like dystopian future type thing. Kind of Mad Max inspired, I think. The plot was really weak, so I wouldn't recommend it, but it's on Netflix if you do want to watch it. But like there's cannibals and stuff, and so I had a dream last night that Abraham Lincoln was standing in my driveway and it was dark outside, so it was just his silhouette and it was really tall and scary, and like I was getting freaked out, so I started like screaming at him. And then his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, who is actually like an ancestor of mine, she like rose out of the ground and was trying to kill me and whoever I was with. I don't remember. And so I was, all of a sudden there were like knives, so I tried to throw them at her and none of them were hitting her. So yeah, that was weird. Like a 5-minute dream or nightmare, I guess I would say. And then it changed to a different dream. But yeah, I always have really vivid dreams anyway. Do you guys dream in like color or black and white? Because I've heard people dream in black and white, which is weird. On the last live, I was saying that I can't lucid dream. I've been able to lucid dream once, and it was like for 5 seconds of a dream, and then I went back to being controlled by the dream, I guess. I'm just doing my contour. Oh, thanks. I just had to redo it because it had got frizzy. I don't know how, because I'm not like sweating. I dream in color. Yeah, I don't know. I just heard that recently that some people dream in black and white. That would suck. Okay. I'm gonna add some blush. I stopped trying to contour my nose just because I can never get it right, and I'm just over it. We'll go for a lot of blush today. Do some on the nose and the chin. Too much. So I was supposed to have, oh hey, I was supposed to have a video come out earlier this week and I never did that because recently I've been really motivated for like other things than doing videos, like learning languages. I'm learning 3 languages right now, and that's all I've been doing. Like, I think I study one language about 6 hours a day, and then the other 2 for about 2 hours each. That's pretty much all I've been doing, so I feel like I don't have time for anything else, and I don't really want to do anything else. But I did film me straightening my hair, and how I did that, and then I have another video that I need to film the second part too, so I can get that out. And I wanted to get one of those out by tomorrow, if not Monday, but I'm not making any promises anymore because like I said, I just don't feel like doing anything except learning languages. The languages, I've been learning Korean for a few years, so I'm just like continuing with that. I started learning sign language, American Sign Language, and I'm brushing up on Spanish again. So those are the 3 that I'm working on. Okay, let me blend this a little. Let's get more on the nose. Try to look kind of sick. That's cute. Do you have flexible thumb, or what do you mean, like bending backwards? Like that? Yeah. On both of them. Now powder. For those of you just joining, this is the sorry, this is the look that I've decided to do. Yeah. I had a poll on Instagram. So you guys should check out my Instagram because I upload like stories and updates and stuff, like when I'm gonna be doing lives, and like for instance a poll today. So check that out if you haven't already. Push back your, yeah. This is the only finger that it's like double jointed in. The other ones are pretty normal. What have you guys been doing for quarantine? Anyone else learning languages or just chilling? Discovering new movies or TV shows? Fingers look long. I don't know. I feel like they're normal. Sometimes I feel like they're short, but I don't know. I finished Tiger King. I don't know if I said that on the last one. I don't remember when I finished it. I finished that, but I haven't seen the very last, like, after episode or whatever. So, you want to teach yourself Spanish, but haven't found the time. Oh, are you working from home? Because if not, now's the time to be learning stuff. I highly, highly recommend the app Lingo Deer. I think it's better than Duolingo, because Duolingo, you can't get fluent off of Duolingo, but I feel like for Lingo Deer, you probably can. They teach you like full sentences, they teach you about sentence structure, grammar. I think it's like only like $2.99 on the App Store for a lifetime membership, so I think it's worth it. They have a lot of languages on there. I don't think as many as Duolingo though. Gonna do my eyebrows first. She has blue eyebrows. So what I'm gonna do a blue, and because they kind of have like a silvery undertone. So I have a blue eyeliner pencil and a silver one, so I'm just gonna kind of mix those into my eyebrow. Where is it? Oh. Actually, I feel like this is, I'm gonna do a darker blue. Keep losing everything. Okay, here it is. So yeah, I'm gonna be using that darker blue and silver. And I need to sharpen these pencils. Oh, okay. Your veins in your neck normal? What veins? Bad at yeah. I feel that. I'm not so great at time management either, which is why I'm spending every single day only learning a language instead of expanding on other skills. Okay, let me see. Eyebrows. Can't find anything. Eyebrows for me are really like difficult to do just because I want to get them perfect and absolutely like symmetrical. Takes a lot of attention. Hold on. As you can see, I'm not all that prepared today. Whatever. My dream career. I don't know, because I have like a few. It would definitely be something creative. What I thought I wanted to do was create a business and expand that until I become like a CEO. Yeah, that's still kind of one of my dreams, I guess, but we'll see. Yeah, actually, one of my older sisters started her own business, so I went and visited 2 years ago, just to shadow her and see like what she did. And I really liked it, and so I mean, it's still not off the table. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this eyebrow. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay, I got this book that I've been waiting for like a month. It is so like cool. I don't know if you've heard of this author, manga artist, but he does like horror stories. Let me just see. I have, hold on. It's so well done. I love horror. 10,000. Like $10,000. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, it is. But obviously it's translated to English. Because I can read Japanese, but I can't read. I mean, I don't understand what I'm reading most of the time. This is like one of my favorite images. It's actually my lock screen right now. But definitely check out this book if you're interested in like creepy stuff. Yeah, but it took a month, like I said, to get here from Amazon. But it was worth it. Back to my eyebrow. Yeah, that's, I heard that one, Uzumaki is the best one for like, first timers for his stuff. And then there's a couple others that are really good that I've heard. How long have I been quarantining? Over a month, but I sliced my finger open and had to go to the doctor, so I broke it only that time, and then to get the stitches out. But other than that, I've been in the house. Every now and then my mom makes me go pick up takeout food. That's like the only time I'll leave the house. But honestly, I've been in the house since like January, just because I'm an introvert, I guess. This lighting is so weird. I feel bad for like the extroverts, I guess, because they're not used to this, but I am, so it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that like is annoying is being stuck in the house with the same people all the time. But it's not too bad. I sliced my finger on one of those tomato cans that you have to like peel back the lid. I was going like that and had my hand open like that. So when I went to peel it back, my finger like stuck out and the lid sliced straight through. It's finally like healed for the most part. It's still kind of sore, but it's been about a month now. It's at least closed and yeah, not too bad anymore. Okay, I think I'm done with the eyebrows. Well, at least the blue part, and I might touch them up later, but I think that's good. So I'm gonna add the silver now. Yeah, it hurt really bad. I think it hurt worse actually getting the stitches out than it did getting sliced or getting the stitches in. That was awful because he put like really tiny, really tight stitches in there. I got 6 in my finger, and so trying to have him lift that up and then cut it, oh, it was terrible. But he got it over pretty quickly. Okay. I'm gonna add powder just to make them look more matte instead of shiny. I need to pluck my eyebrows. Okay. It's decent. I don't exactly have that purple color. Definitely not a shiny one, but I'll wing it. Let me see what I have in this palette. Okay, I have something close. Since I don't have concealer, I'm just gonna put a little BB cream on my eyelids just to kind of prime them. Hello. All right. Oh. I'm not like good at doing makeup, so I don't know the order I'm supposed to go in. Maybe I'll do the crease first. So that looks like a dark purple, almost brown color. So for those of you that are interested, I'm using this palette, just some cheap thing from Amazon that came with a lot of colors. I'm going to be using this mixed with a little bit of this for the eye crease, and then I'll figure out the rest after that. I just realized some of my brushes that I need to be using are dirty. So I'm really gonna be winging this. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, good enough for now. I'll blend later. Where are all my brushes? I'm so disorganized. It's just a big mess. Where's my... Nope. No, I haven't really wanted to be a makeup artist. I do enjoy doing it on other people, but it's not something I would really want to do as a profession, I don't think. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm gonna blend it, kind of. I should have done like a scary Halloween look. We'll see how this turns out though. Okay. Now for the rest of the eyeshadow. Can't tell what color I should do. Let me check some of my other palettes. No, okay. I wish I had one that was as shimmery as that one. I think I'm just gonna go with this color. Maybe mix a couple, we'll see. So I've been trying to do these live streams every Saturday, and so I just want to know, like, what are some ideas that you would want me to do, or anything I should talk about? I'm trying to think. My last one, what did I do? I have such a bad memory. Oh yeah, painting. That was a fail. But it turned out pretty interesting anyway. And the first one I did was... what was that? My memory should not be this bad. Oh yeah, just a sheet mask, face mask, wine, and chit chat. Now this one I'm just trying out this look. So what's something you would be interested in doing or hearing about? Let me know. Night routine. That's not a good color. Okay, we'll figure it out. I have a bad feeling about how this is gonna turn out. Because these colors are not going together. I think I did too much in the crease. Just looks like a black eye. Well, I kind of want to, well, we'll see how this goes, but I guarantee it's probably going to be bad. I'm going to add a darker color to the crease because I feel like these aren't as drastically different like they are in the picture. Add a little brown. Have I thought about gaming? Yes, because there was a week back in February, I think, where this is so embarrassing to admit, but I played Sims literally 24/7 that week. I would wake up, get on Sims, and then if I got hungry, I would just like pause, grab a snack real quick from downstairs and eat. I think I only would eat breakfast and then I would just snack the rest of the day. And then I would be playing Sims until 3 a.m. where I finally forced myself to go to sleep. And then all my dreams were like of Sim nature in some way. So I just couldn't escape The Sims for the entire week. I think it was, I lost count just because I had been in the game for so long. So it was anywhere from 5 to like 7 or 8 days that happened. It was pretty bad. Yeah. But yes, I thought that I should be at least filming those and uploading them on YouTube since I was doing nothing else with my time. But yeah, just gaming in general, I would like to do. It'd be cool to do on YouTube or on Twitch or something, but I don't know how to do all that stuff. I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out how to record gameplay and whatnot, but I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, it's addicting. Although I was playing Sims 4, which the gameplay is pretty crap, but I was spending a lot of time building houses and stuff. And characters. That's always fun. I decided to make a family of aliens. So they all had blue skin, they were all bald, really pretty. And they lived in this beautiful, aesthetically pleasing house. It's like kind of vaporwave inspired. And I made them have a whole bunch of kids, and I eventually had to move them out into a bigger house, and the design for that house took forever, but it was fun. I haven't played it now in a while, so I'm trying not to get back into it and just focus on languages for right now. This is very disappointing. It's the tone of this just isn't right. Try something else. I'm just mixing a whole bunch of colors because I don't know what to do, how to get it to look somewhat like the picture. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay. Start on the next eye now. No, I haven't been on IG Live before. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. Because I feel like YouTube is like my main social media platform, and IG is just like for fun and updating about YouTube. This is hard. And the lighting is so weird in here, I can't tell like if they're matching or not. fix this other crease. True. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about that though. I don't think I ever really use hashtags. I might have like once for a product sponsored thing. Oh. Colors aren't exactly the same, but yeah, kind of bothering me. All right, whatever. I'll start blending and hopefully that'll help some of this. I'm using the wrong thing. Okay, question. Has anyone seen Blade Runner? Like the original? I think it's the original from the 80s? The 90s? Curious. Because I have like this obsession with vaporwave and outrun, aesthetics. What else? Yeah, vaporwave, outrun. And I heard that Blade Runner is a good one, but I've tried to watch it like twice now, and I turn it off like after 2 minutes into the movie. Usually because I'm trying to do something else, but I want to know, like, is it actually good? Should I watch it? Okay, I'm quite disappointed with this, but continuing. The eyeliner now. Oh. No. I'm not a big winged eyeliner person, but I'm gonna try. Oh, okay. I've been like really into movies recently, like the cinematography aspect and the directing, something that I find interesting. My hair's already, I just straightened it and it's already like frizzing up. It's not even humid. Whatever. You haven't seen Black Panther? Oh, you gotta see Parasite. That's on Hulu now. That one is like oh my god, my dog. The directing and the cinematography is like genius in that movie. There's so many like little details that you wouldn't know unless you like dissect things scene by scene. It's unbelievable. The things that they like wrote into the movie. Crazy. She did such a dramatic wing for this look, but I don't like that. I want to keep it small. Well, I feel like I should do it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Parasite, I think, won 4 Oscars, if I remember correctly. I think. But yeah, it was definitely deserving. Oh my gosh. What were we? Oh, movies. I was talking about Parasite, and that recently I've been really into like movies for the cinematography and the directing. And I was asking if anyone's seen Blade Runner because I've heard that's good, and I like the whole outrun aesthetic, but every time I've tried to watch it, I always turn it off like 2 or 3 minutes into it. Okay, this isn't turning out as bad. It doesn't look so great on camera. It looks better in person. But, yeah, so here we are so far. Let's do the other side. Also, and if you're just joining, give me some ideas for other live streams. I'm trying to live stream every Saturday, and I need some more ideas. Someone said, like, exercising or something? Yeah, but maybe like yoga. I don't know. I just need ideas. I could try to paint again. Yeah, I was supposed to get a job when I moved back here at the end of January, but I didn't want to. So now I definitely don't think I could, but yeah. I mean, good luck trying to find one. This should be, I don't know. I don't know when this is gonna be over. Yoga would be nice. Drink and paint. I tried to paint last live stream, but I could get some wine and try painting again. No, I don't have a workout routine because I'm lazy and I hate working out, but I've been doing yoga since January. I was going to the Y every it was like 3 days a week, but I would go like once or twice. And they've been doing the Y has been doing the classes live. So doing like Zoom, sorry. And so I've been doing that at home. That's like the only exercise that I do. Story times. I tried that also. I think I ran out of stories to tell just because I have a lot, but there are some things I feel like I can't say that I would like stories I want to tell, but I feel like I can't because I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, I have some crazy stories and they're so crazy that I can't tell them. Hair tutorials. I could do that. Like different hairstyles. My job, I don't have a job. Oh, okay, well, yes, I can tell a story actually. So I was saying earlier that I went and shadowed my sister because she owns her own business. So I went and shadowed her at her company and saw what she did. That was down in Dallas, and I really enjoyed seeing that. I enjoyed Dallas, that whole area, and so I decided to move there a few months later. And she was able to hook me up with someone that she knows who also has a business, and I got a job working for this person. And what I was doing was PR and marketing, handling like social media accounts for clients and going to a bunch of events, taking photos, doing press, that kind of stuff, planning events. And I got a second job working with one of our clients at their store just so I could get to know the store better and their merchandise and like what they were selling, because I was going to be doing photo shoots for them to post on their website and their Instagram. So I was working those two jobs while I was down there, and I moved down there May of last year. And then I was working until the end of September, and all of a sudden I just stopped hearing from the lady that I was working for. Because I don't know, she probably wouldn't see this, right? But, oh, thanks for stopping in at least. What was I saying? Okay, I'll just say it. She was bad at scheduling, the whole organizational thing. So it was just her business, and then she hired me and 2 interns. And just everything was kind of chaotic, communication was off, and so I would literally find out that I was going to be working the next day, like the night. I would find out that I'm working the night before I was supposed to go into the office to work. So that's kind of how it was. And so I went on one last job thing where I had to go to a radio station, take behind the scenes photos of someone who was getting interviewed on there. And I sent those photos to her to upload to their social media. And that was like the last time I heard from her. And so I'm like waiting around for like a week, 2 weeks, waiting to see when I'm supposed to come in. Still nothing. And I'm like asking her, I'm like, Am I coming in today? No. Am I coming in tomorrow? No. And she just like ghosted me for I think 2 or 3 months. And then one day she came into the second job that I was working that was one of her clients. And I was about to get off my shift and she comes in and she's preparing for a photo shoot, which was my job, my responsibility for that store. And she says, "Oh, hey," and acts like nothing's happened for the past 2 months, like everything's normal. Like, how about my job? Like, what happened to that? I was getting paid good with that job, and all of a sudden I didn't have that pay anymore. I had rent of a place that was not. I need to get water real quick. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, we're living in Dallas. Rent's not cheap. We were in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, pretty big, and all of a sudden I didn't have that income anymore. I make a little spare change off of YouTube, and then my second job was a little bit over minimum wage. So it was just ridiculous that she would come into the store and act like nothing happened and just be cool. She said hey, and then she didn't really talk to me after that. She didn't give me any updates saying what's going on. So eventually, luckily, I have inheritance money, and that was like the only thing keeping me and my sister afloat. And once my lease was up, which was in January, we just decided we needed to find another place or move back home. I ended up moving back home in Chicago, and my sister moved to Portland and got a really good job there. But yeah, just ridiculous. You would think that like people in business would be professional. That's not always the case. But that's like my worst job experience. Luckily, I haven't had any like terrible bosses or anything like that. So honestly, although it was like a terrible thing for her to do and a terrible experience, it's not like the worst thing that could have happened. And I've learned a lot. I learned a lot at that job. And I got to do some pretty cool things, meet some pretty important people, make a lot of like business connections and stuff, go to private events with like celebrities and stuff. So that was cool. But yeah. And also, she didn't teach me anything. She just kind of threw me in. My first day working there, she was like, there's, I don't remember, this one expensive restaurant was having, they got new cocktails. Oh, there's summer cocktails were being released, so we were supposed to go take pictures of them and post them on social media and give them exposure pretty much. So she just she was like, "Can you do that today? It's your first day, I know, but like, can you do that?" And I was like, "Sure." So I go there and there's a whole bunch of like influencers, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I just kind of watched what they were doing, took tons of pictures, ate the food, mingled, and yeah. But like, I didn't learn anything from her. I just had to kind of figure it out. No, I don't have a degree in that field. I don't have a degree at all. But that was kind of what I was thinking I wanted to do, was marketing. Yeah. Good experience. Educational experience, that's what I should say. Not so great of a experience overall, though. I loved living in Dallas too. The weather was perfect. Now I'm back here where it snowed yesterday, like 2 or 3 inches, and now the sun's out, all the snow is gone. It's like 50 something degrees, but it's super windy. Excuse me. These aren't perfect. Okay. I just messed up. Let me look at the picture one more time. Yeah, I kind of messed up, but whatever. And it looks really bad on camera. Looks better in person, I promise. Yeah, in Texas they're generally cheap, but like in cities like Dallas and especially Austin, everything's a lot more expensive. Rent is much higher. Actually, a lot of people, while I was living there, started coming over from California and getting places in Dallas because of how cheap it was, but that was making everything go up in price. So my apartment, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, was $1,300, and then they started asking for more, so got out of there. I think it was pretty hard to find anything under 1,000, like 2 bedrooms at least. Which, I mean, it's relatively not too bad. Yeah. All right. Now she just did a bunch of dots under her eye. So I gotta sharpen this again. Let me touch this up a little bit. I'm trying to think if I have any other stories. I told a story about the crackhead in Dallas, my like first day there. I don't think it was illegal. I mean, it was after my, they were saying that once my lease ended, then the rent was gonna go up by, I think like $200 a month. But everything down there was going up in price. And still is. It's being gentrified so fast. Because the area that I was living in, Oak Cliff, it used to, just a few years ago, it was like a pretty bad area. But now it's like this really popular area with a whole bunch of little boutiques and restaurants. And they're building so much. And there's like no parking because they're building so fast, but they're not building any parking. But yeah. Oh yeah, Cincinnati. I mean, yeah. It's expected to happen, I guess, in cities. But now I'm back home where I can save money and mooch off my parents. I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to do because I have no idea what, like, once this whole pandemic thing is over, like, I don't know what kind of job I want to work. I could do the whole social media marketing thing for like some company, like a small business in my area, which maybe, I don't know, maybe I will, but I don't know. I have no idea what I want to do. Oh, the crackhead story. So my first day going to the office, I did have a car. I think last time I told it I said I didn't have a car. I didn't know if there was parking. So there's a trolley that goes from the Bishop Arts area to downtown, and I lived near Bishop Arts, but it was a 30-minute walk. It was like a 5-minute drive though. And I didn't know if there was gonna be parking by the trolley, so I just decided to walk since it was nice outside, but it was like 90 something degrees and the sun was beating down on me while I walked there, so that was the worst mistake. But finally, after I got to the trolley, covered in sweat, there's like two places you could sit on either side of like the trolley station, and on both sides there were crackheads. I just call them crackheads, but I think one guy was on meth. I don't know what the other guy was on, but so I was like, where do I sit? Who should I choose, pretty much? And I chose this one guy, the guy that was on meth, and I thought, he'll just leave me alone, I'm not gonna look at him or anything, and he ended up trying to talk to me, but nothing that he said was making sense, so I stopped like answering him after a while and just looked away, but he was still facing me and talking at me, but he got so quiet, like he was whispering to himself, and we were about 6-7 feet away, but every now and then I would catch a word, and I heard the word spreadsheet at one point, and so I had no idea what he was talking about. But the trolley came, I got on, he didn't, luckily, and I was like watching him out of the window, like from the corner of my eye, and I saw him take out a notebook and start writing something, and then he got on the trolley and handed it to me and said, I wrote you this poem or something like that. And so I said, oh, thanks, and I took it and like looked away, and he got off. And then when the trolley took off, I finally read it, and it was weird. I read it on my first live, but it was pretty much, it was like a story. It wasn't a poem. It was about someone painting, and it seemed like there was some kind of storyline happening. Like, it didn't seem all that out there, but then he had like weird stuff on the sides of the paper, like watch out, here comes Katie's clown, and there's a drawing of a creepy little clown, and he said mango underneath that. It was just, I don't know, but I kept it as a souvenir because, like, why not? And it's kind of funny. Let's see. This eyeshadow is pretty cheap quality, so it's not that great. Oh. Now for the little dots. Oh, I have eyelashes, but I can never get them on. We'll see, maybe I'll do that. Oh gosh, that's bad. This isn't showing up enough. I don't remember where I put the note, but I took a picture of it. I could show you that real quick. Take a screenshot real quick if it focuses. Let me see if I can. No, this doesn't focus. I'll just read it real quick. A long damn time ago, we locked eyes, me and Kimberly Rivers Roberts. She was a white girl at the time. Somebody said, Niagara Falls. So slowly I turned. Step by step, inch by inch, I took out my easel, my paints, my brushes, and set my canvas in its place. I began to plod along, mixing my paint, a color mixed with another, and so forth Sally. Then I dipped in a favorite brush, one that I was familiar with, into a color, oils. Then I made a brush stroke. Then I began to clean my brushes in the turpentine and trade them back and fro and juggle paints and strokes and colors and turpentine and my beautiful dreamy imagination. A painting emerged. Yeah, and then on the side here, oops, it says, here comes Katie's clown. Oh, here he comes, that's Katie's clown, Alice in Wonderland, and there's Mango. So yeah, that was my little introduction into Dallas. There are so many homeless people there. It's really sad to see. But I saw that guy around a lot, so I would refer to him as my crackhead since he gave me that story poem thing. But yeah. These dots are not working out. I'm trying to think if there's another way I could do this. Probably. Let me see. Oh, I don't know what to do. This isn't working. Yeah. Although he was really on meth, which you could tell from the mouth. Oh, there was another story. Unfortunately, another one about the crackhead. This guy was actually on crack. He hung out around where I worked. That was like his block pretty much, and he would just walk that block all day long. And oh, I don't remember his name. We knew his name, but he was kind of scary, and there have been, I don't know, he seemed kind of dangerous, but he definitely wasn't all the way there, and I don't know if that was just due to crack or if he had mental illnesses, but he would walk around the block all day, and sometimes he would follow people, usually women, and throughout the day he would slowly like take his clothes off layer by layer. until he was like down to his underwear. And one time he flashed a family that had a kid with them. But I guess it was just his butt, because when people tried to press charges, the police said they couldn't do anything because it was only his butt, which is stupid, but I guess that's the way it is. Yeah, they definitely have superpowers. But one day he came into the store that I was working at, and it was just me and this other girl, and it was late at night. No, it wasn't. It was probably in the evening. And he was so scary because it was just the two of us, and he would just like stare at us in the store, and then he would walk around and start talking to himself, and then he would stop and stare again, and then he would like dig in his pocket. And we didn't know that he was the same crackhead that had been around. So we called our boss, and she told us that we were allowed to just like tell him to leave, and he usually will. But yeah, it was kind of scary. And then the last story I have about him is I saw him walking one day, and he had already taken off his shirt, and I think he was about to take off his pants, and he was walking away from where I was, but all of a sudden I just saw a little stream shoot out of him, and I like screamed, and I told my boss was sitting right next to me. I'm like, oh my god, he just peed like out in the open, and there's a whole bunch of people like right next to him that no one noticed except for me, I think. But yeah, she was like, did you see anything? Because if you did, we could press charges. Please tell me you saw something. And I was like, no, I didn't see anything. I just saw the stream, which was funny. But yeah, so those are my crackhead experiences in Dallas. I have more, but that's, yeah. This is not gonna turn out so great. Yeah, possibly, although they did arrest him one time. I can't remember what happened, but that whole area, all those shops, boutiques, restaurants have had issues with him, and so we all kind of like had each other's backs and would warn each other when we saw him. I can't remember what it was that he did, but he did get taken in once, and he was let out like 2 weeks later, I think. But yeah, you can only, I guess, he can only be arrested if he shows his frontal area, not just his butt, I guess. Or if he assaults someone, obviously, but I don't know. But it was kind of, I felt uneasy walking around at night. Like if I had to close by myself and then walk to my car, it was kind of, I was always aware and looking out for him and other people, of course, too, but I don't know how to do this. I feel like I'm a bad storyteller because everything that I want to say kind of gets jumbled up in my brain on the way out, and I feel like I can't tell a story properly. It's just, I don't know. I trip over my words a lot. Right now, I said this a little bit earlier, but at first I was just like playing Sims all day and scrolling through like Instagram or watching YouTube. But I got so bored of that and I felt unproductive, so I started learning languages, and I'm currently learning 3 right now, and that's pretty much all I've been doing the past 12 days now. I spend about 6 hours on one language, and then the other two or three languages. I don't know what that says, I'm sorry, and I'm trying to learn. Korean, Spanish, and American Sign Language. I learned Spanish in school, and I would say I'm like level like 2 or 3, but I keep forgetting things, so I'm just like starting over. And for Korean, pretty much the same thing. I've been learning it for a couple years on and off, but now I really want to like get into it and actually learn it. And I've advanced like pretty fast in the past 12 days. So I think I'm like an advanced beginner now, or early intermediate. And then American Sign Language is pretty easy. It's just putting motions to words that we already know. So I've learned quite a bit in the past 4 days that I've been learning it. I do write stories into a journal, actually. I should have brought that out. I just had another one and I forgot it. Oh, okay, I thought of it. So one night I was pretty young, 16, 17, around that age. And it was around midnight, 11 p.m. or midnight. And I had to go pick up my sister from somewhere because she couldn't drive at the time. And so I was walking out to my car in pitch black darkness, and all of a sudden this guy ran up to me, and as he was getting closer, I'm in my own private driveway, and this guy runs up into my driveway, and I noticed that he's covered in blood on his face, and he's like, please help me, you gotta help me, I'm being chased, I just got in a fight with my girlfriend, and her boyfriend, and her brother is trying to beat me up or something like that. And he was like, please let me hide here until they like leave or something. And I was just, obviously I was in shock, and I didn't really know how to handle the situation. So I ran inside and told my dad and my mom, and I was like stuttering and shaking because I didn't know what just happened, and it was kind of, I mean, it was just shocking. And so my dad went out there with his gun and talked to the guy and said, you can't hide here. And so the guy ran off, and a little bit later, a couple police cars came by and were searching the neighborhood for him. So I don't know if that's actually what happened. His girlfriend's brother was beating him up or something. It could have been that or anything. So it was just a scary experience. This looks terrible. I feel like I should do something else. It's not working. I'm gonna do something else. I know what I'm gonna do. Make a video on how to make a journal. Okay. I don't do like the bullet journal type things. Like, I'm not organized. I just write things kind of like how I'm speaking. Exactly how I'm speaking. I just write it on a piece of paper, and I usually have to backtrack like I do while I'm telling stories. So it's pretty simple. Let me try this thing that I just thought of, and then maybe I'll crack out my journal and read some more stories. I tried doing a bullet journal, but it took hours to get it organized, and then by the time that it was, I was like over it. People make it seem so easy. Okay, I'm gonna go for kind of a punk, like spiky look, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I even know what I'm talking about. Mine is just like just writing. It's not organized in any way, shape, or form. It's like a diary, just talking as though I'm talking to someone else. But give me a couple of seconds and I'll go get my journal and see if I can like show you some stuff and read anything. I need to like hold my skin down. Oh, shoot. That turned out bad. And someone's cutting grass now. Yeah, I don't sketch at all in my journal. Some people make journals look really cool, but I've tried and I don't like doing that just because I feel like it puts too much focus on how it looks rather than what I'm trying to say, and it just takes too much time. Oh. The angle of this is kind of bothering me. Okay, I'm just gonna go get my journal real quick. I actually have 3 and none of them are finished. I don't know why, I just keep like switching back and forth between them. I don't know. Let's see. This one's from 2009. My first entry is from 2009. and I was talking about how I was nervous for my first day of 7th grade. Let's see. I think this one was more like a diary. What's this? Oh yeah, I write some of my dreams in them as well. Oh, okay. I just thought of a story I could tell. So when was this? 2017. This was probably in April, I think. I've been on here a long time. I was about to go to China, so I had to go get my visa in downtown Chicago at the embassy. So me, my cousin, and my boyfriend at the time all took the day to go to Chicago, do that, and then just hang out and walk around. And so there's this park called Maggie Daley Park downtown, and we just decided to go walk around there because I'd never been there before. And so as we were walking into the entrance of the park, this really tall guy walks out, and I'm like, where have I seen him before? And my cousin and I just like were like, was that someone? Like, who was that? And I think my cousin knew who it was, and then the people at the entrance of the park were like, no, that's not him. And I was like, who is that? And it turned out to be Derrick Rose from the Bulls basketball team. Although at the time, I think he had been traded, just been traded. I don't know. I don't keep up with that at all, so I don't know. He might not even be traded. He might still be on the Bulls. I don't know. But yeah. So we just walked by Derrick Rose. I didn't realize that's who it was. I just thought he looked familiar. And then we were just hanging out at the park, and there are these sections that have like different park things, like a swing set section, stuff like that. And so we went to this one section, and it's like closed off by like a hedge and a fence, and you can just go in and there's swing set. So me, my cousin, and my boyfriend at the time walked in, and all of a sudden we realized the only other people who were in there was Derrick Rose and his little posse of friends, his kid, his wife, girlfriend, whoever, significant other, I guess. And so we just like stood at the entrance staring, and then I turned and I was like, should we leave? Because it felt like a private area, and since they had already been there, it felt like we were intruding their space. And we just decided, I was like, no, I want to swing, and I came in here to go on that swing. It was like a tire swing, so I was like, let's just continue on. And so we just like sat there and we were swinging in front of Derrick Rose and his friends, and he and his child, I think son, got up and like walked away. They probably thought, they were probably annoyed by us, probably. But he walked away, and then so we like were swinging for a minute, and then we got up and went and stood by the fence, and we were talking. Like, I was like, I kind of want a picture, but I don't want to be like rude and ask or just like sneak a picture. But then all of a sudden these kids came and saw that he was there, and so they had their faces pressed against the fence and were yelling stuff, and so it just felt uncomfortable, so we left. But yeah. I feel like I made a fool out of myself in front of Derrick Rose, but I don't really care about his opinion. Oh, okay, he has been traded. I used to actually like watch basketball, and I can't say that I was a fan of him because anytime I would watch, he was always on the bench, so. Oh, thanks. I'm trying. It's gonna look better in a minute. The craziest food I've ever tried. There was something I ate in Chinatown at one of those markets. Like dried octopus or squid or something. But I feel like that's not even that weird. Probably pig intestines, but that's pretty normal. Chitlins. That's pretty normal for black folk, people of the South. Yeah, I can't think of anything that weird that I've tried. Like my dad has had brain and tongue. I haven't. And I stopped eating meat, so I feel like there's nothing too crazy that I can eat now anyway. The difference between a journal and a diary, I don't know, honestly. For me, when I journal, it's just like going through something that happened or processing my thoughts. And then for a diary, I kept like an official diary when I was younger, and I would talk about like my crushes and stuff and personal things that I didn't want other people to read or know about in my diary. For my journal, I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of a blend of things, so I don't really know what the difference is. No, I'm not vegan, I'm pescatarian. Although I was living quite a vegan lifestyle when I was in Dallas because my sister's vegan and we shared groceries. So I was eating vegan cheese and everything. Yeah. This is hard to do without being able to like hold down my skin with the other hand. I didn't mean to make this so long, but I want to really finish this makeup look. I'm just gonna do one eye, just so I can finish up. Oh, my contacts. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it depends on the brand for one, and then also what you're getting, because I feel like vegan hot dogs are disgusting. They taste like plastic and chemicals. But like the Impossible Burger is really good. Beyond Beef burgers. My dad's. Pescatarian is you don't eat any meat except for fish, like seafood. So it's like not a vegetarian all the way. Vegetarian is no meat at all, including fish and seafood. But I'm starting to think about getting rid of fish just because how bad like farm-raised fish are for you. Is the background noisy? Like, can you hear everything that's going on? There's someone mowing the lawn outside my window. My dad just left on his motorcycle. Make this one longer. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm a perfectionist, so it's really hard for me to give up on something. I mean, honestly, it's bad, but I'm gonna try to just be okay with it. It's a little uneven in color, but whatever. Yeah, the Impossible Burger is really good. I haven't had the chicken sandwich, obviously, from Popeyes. Okay, yeah, sorry about the background noise. How is my hair frizzing? It's not even humid. All right, let me finish this up. I'm gonna put like dark purple close to the blue and then fade it out into this lighter color. How old are you guys? I'm just curious. Yeah, I feel like it's hard not to be a perfectionist. When you can see every little detail, like why would you want to miss something? Hi, how are you doing? Thank you. This is not turning out how I thought it would, but whatever. I'm gonna add a pink actually to make it look brighter. Just turned 20. Okay. Oh, happy belated birthday. My birthday is January 8th. Yes, I love ASMR. Unfortunately, I don't really feel the tingles too often. I feel like I get the sensation of ASMR in real life, but not from watching a video. But I find them relaxing. I actually wanted to do ASMR videos. I think that'd be fun. What if would you be interested in me doing an ASMR live stream like late at night? I don't know if that's a good idea. I could do an ASMR skincare routine. Do I believe in zodiac signs? I like the idea of astrology, and I feel like people actually don't know how deep it goes, because it's more than just your sun sign. There's your moon sign, your Venus, Mars, Saturn, all the planets, and then there's just a lot more. So it has all of that goes into your actual personality. Do I believe it? I like to believe it, but I don't really subscribe to any one true belief of anything. I'm open-minded to everything. I believe everything and don't believe everything at the same time, if that makes sense. How tall am I? I'm 5'6". How are we feeling about this? I feel like this is too dark. I'm gonna try to make it pink. How I get ASMR in real life is like, so my trigger is like really gentle people. Like, I'm sure if you're on the internet a lot, I'm sure you've seen that, like, it's not a meme, but it's like, I don't know, but how like old black ladies call you baby and stuff, like stuff like that, just like someone being nice to me can trigger my ASMR. Or just someone with like a really soft voice and hand gestures that are like very delicate. Like I went to the bank one time when my sister was about to go overseas and she was getting some foreign currency, and the bank teller was asking questions and typing on the keyboard, and I was just like about to fall asleep standing there. People blame their personalities based on their zodiac. Yeah. Even if zodiac signs, whether they're real or not, I feel like you always have the choice to decide how you're going to act. You shouldn't let anything, what am I trying to say? You should always just take responsibility for your own actions. There's nothing you can't put the blame on anything else. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. But like, just people with soothing voices, nice hand gestures, people with acrylic nails. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm about ready to blend all this. Okay. What song is that? I don't think I've heard that. Soft music. I like soft music, but it doesn't give me ASMR tingles. Yeah. I just used the wrong brush. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I don't, this isn't great, but I think it's better than what would have happened if I continued with that other one, the other look that I was planning on doing. Okay, I'll have to check that song out. I might know it and just not know what it's called. Actually, like all of the songs, all the music that I listen to, I usually don't know the titles of, even if I've heard it a million times. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm done here. Do I believe in hypnosis? I'm not sure. I think it's possible. I think it depends on the person though. I feel like I couldn't be hypnotized. But I don't know. I just feel like the lines are too harsh. I think I want to blend the pink out more. With a lighter color. It looks better in person. The lines look harsher on camera. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should outline it with silver. That'd be cool. that's better. I don't like telling people my age, but I'll tell you that I'm over 21 because I'm allowed to drink. I'm more curious as to what age people think I am. Usually, like, people think I'm young, a lot younger than I am. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad because that means I'll probably stay looking younger for longer. Okay, this looks pretty cool in real life. Yeah, right. I hope this black doesn't crack, but I feel like I hope I have enough melanin that it doesn't crack. But if you know who Corbin Bleu is from High School Musical, I think he's starting to age, and he's biracial as well. So that's why I'm taking care of my skin, just to ensure that I stay looking youthful. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm surprised. I want to do the other eye, but I'm not going to just because it would take so much longer, and this live is already pretty long. So, I have some dark blue lipstick. Maybe I should add that. Hold on, let me see what I have. I'll do some swatches to figure out what color I should do. Probably not that one. Blue might be cool. Maybe trying to think if I could do something cool. Oh, okay, cool. I hope you found some good tips on my channel. I'm gonna go with the blue lipstick. I wanna do something cool though. Maybe. Oh, yeah. That video. I don't know. I'm not gonna... Ew. Oh, this is funny. I'm sorry, my dog. Does my dog scare me sometimes? Like her barking? It can startle me if I'm not like expecting it, but no, not usually. All right, I'm gonna blend this out, kind of make it look smoky. Maybe I should add a little pink around. I'll try it. Yeah. I'm gonna blend it. Roko. I don't know who that is. Oh my god. Oh, Rico Nasty. Oh, yeah. I love that song and that music video. I don't really listen to her stuff. I should check it out. I usually just listen to Doja Cat. That's how I found out about her. Yeah, I know. It took forever for me to do my makeup. How long has it been? Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to be on much longer, but thank you. I am having a good day. Hope you are too. Yeah, Rico Nasty. I know who that is. I should, like, really check her out. I like how this is looking kind of messy, so I'm going to keep going a little bit more. Alright, finishing touches. Just turned out very different. What are my go-tos for skin these days? I still really like, oh crap, what is it called? Red, no. I'm so bad at names. Lab and, I've mentioned it in a video before. I can make a video about like my empties and stuff. But I always go to benzoyl peroxide is something I always reach for whenever I have like a breakout starting. You can find it literally like anywhere. Target, Walgreens, CVS, Walmart. And it's usually called something like acne treatment, and then it says with benzoyl peroxide, but that's the active ingredient. Alright, I think I'm done. I lied. Okay, good enough. This turned out so much different than my original idea. So this is what I was supposed to do, and I gave up trying to do the dots. So this is what I did instead. Yeah. What did I do for my hair? I just blow dried it and straightened it, but it's already frizzing up. I just have a lot of hair in general. I'm gonna post a video actually on how I straightened it, because that was a whole ordeal. But I've been growing it out since 2013. I've trimmed a few inches off in that time, and this is how long it is now. Comes down to about like those hip dimples, where those are. Yeah. A whole mess to try to style and everything. But I'm gonna be ending the live pretty soon unless you guys have any questions or want to say anything, or if I can think of another story. Thanks! I was worried. I'm always worried before doing a live because I feel like I have nothing to talk about. I am not a very interesting person, I feel like. But I try to be entertaining because this is my entertainment for quarantine, and I hope to keep y'all entertained as well for however long I'm on here. Yes, I'm mixed. Biracial. Low-key vibes, yeah. Thanks. I'm a low-key person. Kind of chill. I'll try to come up with some more stories for next time. Stories I can actually tell. What did we say my next live is gonna be like? Did I say? I don't think I'm gonna do yoga or exercise. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to come up with some more stories that I can tell you. I'll probably get some wine in the meantime and sip some wine while telling those stories, and maybe you'll get more out of me that way. Oh, thank you. I try to be interesting. Let's see if I have any closing thoughts in my journal I can share with you. This is not, no. Nope, I don't know. I guess I'll just end this. I'm over 21. I can legally drink here in the United States. I know I look younger, but yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. This was a long live. Shout outs if you stayed the entire time, which is crazy because I wouldn't even do that for myself. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, rest of your week until next Saturday. Yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Make sure your notification bell on YouTube is turned on as well, because that's how you'll be notified when I post. I post on the community tab about when I'm going to be doing this, and I post polls sometimes. So yeah, thank you guys again, and I'll see you next time.